Not
So
on
you
a
and
quest.
Veneer meet up. Gloria and May leave from the opera house. Flynn makes his way from the Undercity and sticks to the shadows. And you all meet up at the tavern called the Squeaky Cheese. Outside is a rusted sign that is made out of that looks like a cheese wet. As it flows back and forth in the wind, you can hear the ever so nostalgic and that's where it gets the name the Squeaky Cheese.
Oh,
I'm gonna eat to restore all my health.
You can do that. You get all your health back.
Yeah.
Let's see. Maev, you do receive the compass bangle from Veneer. Is elegant and whimsical. Is totally your style. The needle is encased in a glass, like a crystal dome. And when you charge energy through it, you see, like it's kind of like a starlight sky. Like it makes like the image of like Aurora Borealis inside the dome, and then the needle points in the direction.
Dang, I did that? That's super cool.
Yeah, you did that. You are super cool.
Nice.
Yeah, Samson could wear heavy armor. If any horse could do it, it would be Samson. He's thick.
You thick boy.
I love him and I want to protect him, so... Barding's 4 times the cost of armor.
You would have to
Chain
find
mail.
you would have to find an animal smith to get it custom made though. Yeah, you can't just.
I should have done that
Yeah.
last night. I forgot to. That's all.
Well, no, it's gonna be one of those things that takes time. I'm not just gonna give it to you. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
So, the night goes on. You all talk amongst each other. Some of you regain your spirits after a long day of not working. Who hired the scout? Let's decide that.
I
now.
feel like that would be a Flynn thing.
Yeah, for sure.
I do have the money to spare, so whatever the cost is, I will have covered it.
Okay.
I'll contribute, but yeah.
So
It was his idea.
Yes.
Flynn, you see the acquaintance and you announce very quietly to the table, "Hey, this is the guy." And you see a wood elf wearing a hood up, but he quickly but quietly makes his way to your table. He pulls up a stool to sit at the edge of the booth's table, and he orders one ale, drinks it quickly, orders another, and he says, "Okay, where did you send me?" He looks you dead in the eyes, like he's mad.
Shit, was it that bad? Where'd you find it?
He says, "Okay, so I don't know what map you found, but I'm not going inside that place. It gives me the creeps. I'm sure whatever's in there, it's probably worth it, but not for me. But you guys, you seem capable. Have at it. That place gives me the creeps. I'm not going in there. You know, the route seems pretty secure on the way. It's pretty much covered in ugly weeds, thorns, and briars. You can make it out because there are 2 steep black rocks right atop the hill that stand about 200 feet above the ground. And it looks, and it might just be me, man, but it looks exactly like a human skull. That's just me. It might just be me freaking out, but I'm not going back to that place. I'm gonna go see a priest and get whatever bad energy that is on me off me, and you better have 50 gold down at Mama J's, down in the Undercity. She better have my money the next time I swing by. That was not worth 50 gold. And he just kind of gives you the "I'm watching you" eyes, and he takes another, he downs the ale, downs your ale, takes your plate of food, and then leaves the bar.
Damn. He's seen.
Nice.
Oh, this is gonna be a fun adventure, but I've already left the gold. Is this a?
Yeah, you probably. It's like Mama. So Mama K is a lady who works in a tavern in the outsiders section. She runs a tavern and she also hires people for odd jobs. You asked her to find someone to scout out a location for you, and she hired him. So you probably already paid up front if you had the money. But
I did
people
have
in the
money.
Undercity, yeah. So you probably just already paid.
Yeah, so I have paid. All right. Well, spooky ass skull dungeon.
Should have probably given him a warning that we had no prior information.
Yeah, maybe, but Undercity rogues, you take what you get.
True.
So who's your friend?
Oh, right. My friend. So, did you guys hear that there was an opera house or a very beautiful singer in town?
I've been hearing about it. Yeah.
Well, this is her. I think it's better if she just introduces herself. But, I brought her along. She wanted to meet you guys.
I've gotten another plate of food, another mug at this point.
Hello.
I'm looking at her with a perception check.
What?
What did you say?
I'm looking at her with a perception check.
Don't you need
Okay.
insight?
Can I stare him down?
12?
You can make an intimidation.
I don't actually know how he's getting plus 12.
Yeah, what the fuck kind of
Yeah,
stat
explain
is
how
12?
you are getting a plus 12.
Yes, I will, class. I have a thing called Death Explorer that lets me double any one of my save of my choosing.
A save?
But not save, but a skill check.
You little weasel.
So because, I'm trying to, introduce Gloria to the group, right, and make a good impression, you got Piara over here trying to stare her down. I try to intimidate him back, to stare him down back into his place.
Okay, so you start to go and introduce your very eloquent and exquisite friend, and then immediately this farmer props his elbow up on the table and starts mean mugging the shit out of her, just staring her up and down.
I'm just gonna look away and cover my face with my sleeve. Because this is inappropriate.
But yeah, Mavis succeeds her intimidation, and you avert your eyes after a few seconds. Because this 19-year-old girl gets in your face, and you feel the fear after getting your ass kicked by a merchant earlier, so you don't want any conflict.
Or the merchant? Wow, damn.
I did a random character on a random level, and it made an orc guild merchant.
Damn.
He wanted the power of the random.
He was he was a barbarian guild merchant. I don't know.
And he was very eloquent, too.
Because he was a merchant, He has to be charismatic.
Let me just make a character sheet for no reason for in the future. Orc, barbarian, guild merchant. Definitely not stealing this.
Feel free.
That just sounds really fun.
What were you going to say, Gloria?
I was just gonna gesture over to the bar and get them to bring over another round of drinks because I'm awkward as shit right now.
Oh, I see. You're scaring her. I don't know what Flint sees in this old goon.
One of them drops off your fresh sake and fresh cups, and one of the girls behind her was like, "We really loved your show at the Opera House. It was so enchanting. It was like I was in another world. Can we please have your autograph?" And they all bring parchment and quills, and they're like hopeful. They just
And I signed their papers very politely, and I asked them to enjoy the rest of their evening now that I will be having my time with my friends.
they apologize for disturbing you, and they leave in a very giddy fashion.
As this happens, I also look around because I haven't seen Hui since the show.
Yeah, didn't you say he was supposed to be around?
She's around here somewhere.
Want me to go looking for whoever's not here? Pretty
No,
good at finding people.
Let's see.
I'm sure she'll turn up at some point.
Okie
You've been informed that the tomb is located at the western border of the Duchy of Jeff. That is where this dungeon is located. There's now a duke named Jeff, Duke Jeff.
Not Jeff Duchy. I put down in my notes.
I finish my drink and then I angrily pick up my weapon and be like, I'll meet you guys at the dungeon. I'm frustrated that I'm not strong enough to beat even a stupid orc.
Bye, Piaro. So, Gloria, what's your story? How'd you meet mine? Maybe.
I very hesitantly wait until Piaro is out of sight before speaking. And I explain that I'm in town working at the opera house because that's what I do, I sing. And I often travel with my companion Hui, who lives in this area. And after speaking with your companion, I've realized that we may have similar goals in mind.
Ooh, interesting. Alright.
Someone important to her, very important, is missing.
My son was kidnapped years ago, and I've been trying to find him. And all I have is this calling card.
Wait, you didn't show me that calling card earlier. Can I see
Flynn grips his mug a little tighter. I think we're gonna get along just
that?
fine.
Can I see that calling card?
I pull it out from my sleeve and I slide it across the table. It matches the one you have.
I grab it and I look at it and I hand it over to Flynn.
Not surprised. I have no objections to you joining us.
At that moment, my friend was taken by whoever this is as well, and then she takes out a similar card to show you that she's telling the truth. They both match.
I ask if you would be interested in my accompanying your party, since the season at the Opera House is about to close. I've been looking for them for years, and I haven't been able to find them until I found a lead that brought me here. And that lead has gone dry.
Damn.
Well, I definitely have no objection to this. We could always use another party member.
I welcome your presence.
Yeah, I would love to have you. Is it gonna be an issue with Piaro though? Like,
He's kind of scary.
yeah, that's what I'm talking about. It's like he seems to intimidate you. Is that what you meant when you said earlier? Like I kind of noticed something when you were talking about like the like harsh sailors, and is it like you were?
People are so mean here.
Where do you?
Yeah.
Like, all I wanted was to try and get passage across the sea, because that's the only way that I can think to go at this point to look for him. And they want so much money, and I don't know anything about sailing. I can't do this by myself.
Oh, I've got a boat.
It's not gonna be a problem anymore. So
Yeah, we've got a boat.
we have a big boat, and we have resources, and we can sniff out information. So I believe multiple people looking into something is better than just one person.
Agreed.
I agree.
If PR cause trouble, I'll smack him upside the head.
Well, I don't want to cause any problems for your group, but...
Oh no, we do that anyways.
Oh, okay.
Thank God we don't have the last guy.
I don't even want to ask.
Yeah, you don't want to know.
About this time, Gloria, you hear the all-familiar sound of the pipa being played outside on the street, and a lot of cheers and hurrahs as people tend to gather in one place outside the tavern.
That must be Hui.
So as you go out to the street, you are greeted with, what do they look like? They just say that they're fucking enchanting. I don't...
Angels. They have like feathers around their shoulders and in their hair, and they have eyes like pearls. And they have a little bit of a glow.
Oh, okay. So yeah, there's just this gorgeous porcelain-skinned woman with, wings, like kind of, they're not tucked in tight, but they're furled around her, like tips touching her knees as she plays the pipa, just this really upbeat tune to get everybody around her excited. And there's a bowl on the ground and people are throwing money into it, and people are dancing in the street, people are happy, and she's just going to town. And
It's a her?
yeah, it's a she. Right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I was like, anyway, and then as she finishes the final chord, the audience cheers, and she's smiling as everyone cheers, and rallies her on. And this one drunk guy comes up to her, and he's like, I really wish you would come home to my apartment. And without missing a beat, she goes, I really wish you would go dunk your face in that barrel of water. And as soon as she says it, without missing a beat, he turns around and shoves his face into that water barrel. And then she goes, oh, Gloria! And then she perks up and then runs over to give you a hug.
Huh.
I knew it. I had a feeling.
I don't got no etiquette. I just
Flynn
wait,
says
say
hello.
hi.
Sorry, Flynn. Veneer says hello.
Spider-Man's pointing
Just a friendly wave.
She gives a courteous bow. She introduces herself as Wei Gao. She says, I usually perform at the Opera House, but once the season's over, I'm going to go back to visit my family across the sea. I'll miss Gloria, but maybe once the season's over and starts back up, we'll see each other again. Who knows? I go where the wind takes me, and she just kind of plays a little ditty.
The plan here is that like we're gonna loot the dungeon, and we're gonna fucking amass resources and gold, and then use those resources to fucking dig deep into whoever these cauldron assholes are.
Okay, so you would share that with Gloria and let her know what the plan is, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and would she agree to that? Like, we would have to go on an expedition to try to, it would be dangerous, and hopefully so that we can earn coin and resources, and we would use that to go looking.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I'm willing to do anything I can.
So around what time is it right now? It's evening?
So yeah, it's about 8 o'clock at night now. Wade joins you for a few drinks. She plays a few songs, inspires you all. Everybody gets inspiration, except for Piaro because he's not there. But everybody else gets an inspiration.
Yay.
Hey.
Hey.
While we wait, should we set out in the morning or tonight?
I have a problem setting out tonight.
Okay.
Are you sure you don't want to wait until the morning?
Okay.
So, Gloria, what do you do?
Hmm?
Do you have any experience in fighting, dungeoning, adventuring, that kind of thing?
No, I don't. No, I have no idea. I sing. And I make tea. Would you like some tea?
What sort of abilities do you have? Do you have any sort of abilities?
I have... Well, of course I have Bagheera. Bagheera is very, very helpful to me. And... yeah.
At this point, Wade just kind of leans in and she goes, listen, she can handle her. She's a little tipsy at this point. She's like, she can handle her own. Don't get up in her business about what she can handle. Make sure you handle yourself.
I would tell, I would respond, oh, no, like, Okay. No, I believe you. It wasn't anything like that. I can tell that she's a shy person. So
I'm just asking because I have a few odds and ends of magical items that, depending on what she's able to do, probably may or may not be useful to her. I don't know. I'm just gonna offer the stuff that I don't have, which is the cloak of protection, gloves of the lightning javelin, and the onyx dog.
I mean, protection might not be a bad thing. Especially if that scary guy is coming with us.
I'm assuming you're setting these items out on the table to show her.
Yes. 6.
Roll a perception. So what all did you pull out again?
I pulled out the cloak of protection, the onyx dog, and the glove of the lightning javelin.
So after you pull out the last thing, the gloves, right?
Yeah.
You look down to clasp your bag, you look back up, the gloves are gone.
Oh, those are one of the better. Those things are strong.
Who has them? Who took them? Are they just missing, or were they taken at this moment?
Maya, roll a perception.
How much do I care?
How much do I care?
I can't use them. No one else is one. I'm like, oh man, the gloves are gone. So, anyways, this cloak.
Maya, you notice Wei kind of nudging and turning her back to Gloria and going, "These gloves are fancy, but they tangle," and she's wearing them.
So
And I just kind of pop my head up and look around wild-eyed and look away.
He's like, well, if Gloria would like them for the expedition, she can have them.
She has free
It's like, Expo what now?
Dungeoneering.
Expedition. We're going on an adventure.
Oh, you want me to go to a dungeon?
What? No. Gloria.
Oh, yeah, Gloria can do whatever she wants. I'm not getting dirty.
Yeah, but the gloves would be for Gloria.
And so
No, the gloves are for Hui. Hui gloves. And she looks at Gloria and she's like, Hui gloves.
I pat her head. And I say, yes, Way gloves. And I look at Flynn and I say, how much do I owe you for the gloves?
Man, take them. It doesn't bother me.
She goes, woohoo, Hui gloves! And then she starts playing a happy tune.
I just hope she doesn't explode things. You better let her know what those things can do.
You can just see lightning going off the strings, just...
And it'll be fine. She has to attune to them before they explode.
Oh, well, check please.
So, decided to set out first thing in the morning as soon as dawn hits. We probably should rent a carriage or buy a carriage so that we can ride on it. Maybe Samson can pull it.
I cannot afford a carriage. You are insane.
A wagon, I mean, not a carriage.
I sing for coins.
A wagon would be good if we get a massive haul. So we'll put a target on us if we get a massive haul. By the way, you take the...
I like how she's like, I am just a humble opera singer. And you guys are talking, they're like, well, we could get a flatbed wagon, but that would just draw suspicion. Just still going. You're just like,
thinking about that
now, peasant.
By the way, you take the cloak, right?
Yes, please. Oh, please, I would like that.
There you go. You just sold 2 magical items. Way to go. Well, air quotes sold.
One stolen, basically.
Gave away for free.
Sticky finger Pippa player.
I put a picture in the Dungeon 101.
Oh, yeah. You want a banded wagon?
Well, can we rent this just in the morning? Are we able to rent this just so we could take it with us? And can Samson pull it?
I bet a certain farmer would know where to rent one.
He's not here.
You would have to find him in the morning.
Well, it's getting late and I need to sleep, so before I leave, would anyone like to have a cup of tea with me?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'll have a cup of tea and then go to bed as well.
Is Veneer still here? Would he like a cup?
Veneer declines. As much as he would like, he has some polishing up to do on a small project that he's working on.
I nod my head respectfully and pour 3 cups of tea and slide 2 over to my inflin.
Flynn carefully picks up the cup and takes his time enjoying it.
Everybody that drinks the Kool-Aid gets 10 HP. Temporary.
Let's go!
Awesome!
Okay, good night.
Good night.
Wei and Gloria leave the bar. Wei stumbling a bit more than Gloria. They bid farewell and they return to the dormitory that the Opera House has for their entertainers. It's like a community house, basically. So they all have to share the space. Veneer, you return back to the Tankers Guild, where you were given a key that allows you access to your work area after hours. You said you needed to polish up a few things.
Yes. Veneer is just finishing up on the final stages of the little construct. He's tinkering very happily on a small, round, gold-looking object. Just looking it over, finishing touches, polishing some metal.
About that time, you notice someone standing in front of your workbench, and they're just standing there watching.
Oh, hello. I wasn't expecting anyone to be up at this time. Usually it's just me. Can I help you?
You, as you look up, you see a very rare species of elf, what is known as a moon elf. This elf is a pale purple, and he has white hair. And he's like, I could say the same to you. Not many students are here after hours, putting in the finishing touches and precision work that you are. And he adjusts his monocle and he's like, I must say, I wanted to say something when I approached, but I was just so fascinated and I didn't want to disturb you. I hope you don't find me rude. Wow. And he's like, do you mind if I take a closer look? And he kind of motions to your homunculus.
Veneer says, of course. I was just, as I said, I was just polishing it up. He says as he places it on the table. I have a little drawing of it actually. It's a little mostly round thing with a flat bottom, so it just sits kind of there. It's gold all around. Has little hexagonal eyes. I imagine that they're green. I didn't color them in. The top head turns on the swivel, kind of like looking around and observing. And I was like, oh, I've decided to call him Mammoth. It kind of came to me in a dream, and ever since then I've just kind of been very entranced into finishing it. But I think it's done. He says as he looks around, the Mammoth turning its little head around to look at the newcomer.
He pulls out one tool from his vest pocket, and he says, this is truly fascinating, but when you're doing detailed work like this, you have to pay attention to how this joint moves and how it affects this joint. And he kind of shows you where there are some stiff areas in the movement of his head, and he helps you tweak it out, and he lets you do it. He just kind of points it out and shows you what to do here and what to do here. And it helps the fluidity of the mechanisms flow. And you didn't even think that a machine could move so smoothly. And then afterwards he says, what's your name, young technician, and what's your craft?
My name's Veneer. I'm I suppose it's mostly known as artificer. I've been a tinker pretty much my whole life. I came from a very secluded place, so I'm learning many things that most people consider to be common knowledge. And I've really taken up into this whole artificing business. I enjoy working with all these tools and gadgets.
He says that that weapon on your hip there, and he points to your revolver. He says, if you ever want some pointers, swing by my workshop. And then he lays down a token, like a gold pass, right? Like it's like a gold, like a flat gold ingot, and embossed into the golden pass is the image of a little ghost. And he says, show that to the receptionist at the front desk. She'll send you my way. It was nice meeting you, Veneer. Very nice to meet you.
Nice meeting
He
you as well.
puts your little homunculus back down, and he makes his way back upstairs.